To bring you some business news now, Asian shares have been really inching higher after near multi-month peaks in the US at the close last week. Yet more trillions in US fiscal spending really underpinning the outlook for global growth. You can see rises across the board, biggest nearly 1% on the Nikkei in Tokyo. Well, we're going to cross to Bangkok. We're going to speak to head market strategist for Asia Pacific at AXI. That's Stephen Innes, of course. Stephen, we got the prospect of spending and vaccine rollouts underpinning all this. And just in the last few moments, that hopeful news, can't but help this container ship, hopefully anyway, fingers crossed, being freed.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of full moon fever there, because I think the full moon encouraged the tidal surge to come in, and that probably helped some of the salvage rescues. So fingers crossed that keeps moving on an even keel, so to speak. But the post-pandemic new normal has been delayed a bit because of this resurgence in COVID. But the stimulus effect has really allowed investors to look through. We're starting to see that stimulus checks actually getting into the real economy right now, and this is going to start showing up in the economic data. And my view here is that this is just going to coalesce with the warmer weather. It's going to provide a touch paper for ignite the touch paper for a strong recovery into Q2. So I think things are looking a little bit good. Although risk is always, finding it difficult to find a really good equilibrium these days because of the COVID surge.
And later this week, of course, Joe Biden is expected to put a little bit more detail onto his plan, specifically his infrastructure spending plans.
This should be great for commodities, but the market's going to go through these gyrations about how ultimately all this spending is going to be paid. And my fear is they're going to conclude that all roads lead to tax hikes, and this is not necessarily great for Wall Street. So we're going to keep our eye on the infrastructure rollout packages, which I still believe are going to provide an initial bounce for risk, regardless of how it's going to be paid.
Let's hope so. Stephen, thanks very much. Stephen Innes from joining us there from AXI in Bangkok. Thanks very much.